Hi y'all, welcome back to the Turner House. Today's video is a little different. We're actually going to make a cheese ball on today's video. So I got everything out and I got a fly in here. My husband still hasn't replaced the spray and the sprayer. So anyway, I have my food processor here. This is the easiest way that I have found to make a cheese ball. The ingredients you need for this cheese ball is cream cheese. I do put accent in it. You do not have to do that if you do not want to, but I do. The corned beef. This is the brand that I use, but you can use any kind that you choose to use. And I put green onions in mine. So what I do is typically 1 package of beef per block of cheese. But I am going to, I got the beef already in the food processor, and now I'm getting ready to chop my onions up. Alright, so I'm just going to chop the greens off of these onions. I don't really use the white parts in it, I just use the green parts, and I just had a bunch, and I'll use these. I'll chop them up, put them in the fridge, and use them for something else. And then I'll put them in here, and so far I've put 2 packages of the beef in here. Now me and this food processor are not the best of friends, so let me just tell you that right now. So we may fight before it's all said and done. Let me see. Let's see what happens. Better than expected. I think I'm going to put 1 more of the beef in here, and what I do is just take the beef out and I slice it in half and then just place it on there. Just give it a rough chop so that you can just throw it in your food processor. And then I do that right there. Then we're going to start again. It'll look like that when it gets done. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I have 4 blocks of cream cheese out. I just took them out of my refrigerator. I didn't make them room temperature or anything. I just took them out. I am going to actually cut these in half and get them in the food processor, so it may take a minute, so you may be put on hold until we come back. Alright guys, so I added 3 blocks of cream cheese. I just cut them in half, stuck them in there, and now we're going to make this crazy machine that we have a love-hate relationship with do its job. And then after I get that all mixed in, we'll add our accent. I add about, for this size cheese ball, I add about a tablespoon of accent. For if you was just doing 1 block of cream cheese with 1 package of the beef, I would do maybe a 1/4 teaspoon to a half. But this is what we're going to do. Thank you. This is what we're going to do right now. So let's see what happens. This takes a while when you do the cream cheese part. And the thing goes crazy. I can already see some of my cream cheese didn't pop down. Alright, we're just mixing it up. Check it out now. And that looks pretty good right there, don't you think? Yeah. My daughter's behind the camera, and she's shaking her head. So I'm going to guesstimate on this and add about a tablespoon. Kirsten, I think, has plans to eat this cheese ball with sliced bell peppers. Now, you can eat this with crackers. You can eat it with veggies like she's going to do with the bell peppers. You can do, she's doing the colored. We don't really like green bell peppers around here. We like colored ones, but we don't really care for the green ones. And we also like this would be perfect for the mini peppers you buy in a bag. Just slice them in half and put it in there. That would be perfect for them. So, we're just gonna mix it up a little bit, and Kirsten's going to get me a plate to put this on. I just want to get it kind of extra. Yep, that'll work. Thank you. Now, I typically put this in a bowl whenever... Let me just move my stuff out of the way here. I usually put this in a bowl after we are, after I get it made. But today I'm just going to put it on a plate so you guys can see what it looks like. It'll probably, I probably really should have added another thing of the beef in it, but I think this will be okay. I'm sure whenever my daughter and my husband get a hold of it, I'll be making another one. Because they go in spouts to where they like something and they want it all the time, and then they get tired of it, and then they don't want it for months, and then we're back to making it again all the time, and that's typically how it goes. This is a fairly large cheese ball.
Mama, I could never get tired of a cheese ball.
Well, that's true. They are good. Teresa, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I didn't bring it to work, girl. My family stole it all. I have a girl that I work with that whenever we have a potluck type meal, she wants me to bring the cheese ball all the time. So that's typically what I bring. And putting it in the food processor, I'll clean that off in a little bit and put that on here. But this is what it ends up looking like after it's all done. And I will put the recipe in the comments below. I apologize for the dogs barking. It's real life around here. Nothing's scripted, so we have dogs barking. So I will put the recipe in the comments below. And please do all the things. Hit the like, share, hit the notify button so you get notifications when there are new videos that I post. If you have a prayer request, please put that in the link or in the comments below, and just be kind, guys. Be kind to everybody. Have a great week.
All right, so that was my first attempt at making a cheese ball on YouTube. I don't think it went that great, but it is what it is. I will add a note to that, is that the cheese ball, you typically, when served on a platter, you would pat it down and make it into a ball. Some people put nuts on it to, they put nuts on the outside of it. I never have done that. I have never really cared to do that. Nuts on my cheese ball, it's not something I do. Some people put cheese on it. I do have another cheese ball recipe for like a Christmas cheese ball, and it's got chocolate chips in it, and it's really good. You serve it on graham crackers. So, also, if you do not have a food processor, you can use a mixer. A mixer works just as well as a food processor. You just have to chop up your meat. And if you guys have any other questions, just put them in the comments below.